Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another ink installation video. You most likely were directed here from the Epson EcoTank 4850 unboxing video. This basically is going more in depth, showing you exactly how to install the ink bottles on this printer. Now there's a specific way to do this, and we're going to start out with the black ink. So what you're doing is you're taking your bottle, you're going to loosen up the cap, remove the cap, and then you're going to take it and you're going to flip it upside down, just like I'm doing here. It's going to match up with the pattern that's on the bottle. It's going to match up with the pattern that's on the printer. From there, the ink is going to flow from the bottle into that ink compartment that is on the printer. You don't have to squeeze it. You don't have to tap it. All you have to do is leave it there and it's going to fill up. One thing I will note right now is that the ink is going to fill to the top, but the ink bottle most likely will be left with a little bit of ink left over. You want to save that little bit of ink left over because once you go through the whole process of setting up the printer, it's going to use some of that ink to push into the system, and then you're going to want to top off the ink with the remaining ink that you have in the bottle. So you're going to repeat this process with the rest of the colors, and of course I'm going to show you each color installed. So if this is your first time, you really don't want to worry about making a mess with these bottles. When you flip them upside down, they're not going to spill because of the way they're made. So next, you would move on to the next color. Always make sure that the color you're installing matches the pattern that is on the printer's ink compartment. You could see them there: black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. When you're looking at it from above, you should be able to see that color pattern. Also on the front, you see black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. So everything indicates where you're supposed to put the correct color. If you mix colors, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother video. That's going to cause some issues. So make sure that you do it right the first time. I am using Epson OEM ink. That means that this is the manufacturer's ink that comes with the printer. But you can use remanufactured ink, which is very cheap, a lot cheaper than the Epson ink that you're going to be purchasing. And it works just the same. There's no chip, so there's not going to be that issue. It's just the liquid ink. Don't believe when they say that it's not genuine Epson ink. It's the same ink, and it's going to perform the exact same as this ink. So moving on, we're now installing the magenta color. And there you see a little bit more of that pattern I'm talking about. Those two pieces of plastic on either side of the opening where the ink comes out, that matches up with the printer, and that is what locks it in, and then the ink is able to flow from there. Now if you ever get to a point where your printer is not printing a certain color for whatever reason, or it's printing out faded, you may need the Best Printers cleaning kit. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for this product. I've talked about it a lot on my channel, but basically the kit pushes out the dried up ink from your system, and then new ink is able to be replaced and you're able to print normally again. So just keep that in mind. If it ever rings a bell in the future, you can come back to this video. Alright, I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that now you understand what you need to do to install the ink bottles on your new Epson EcoTank 4850. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like. If you have any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. That's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.